Hello, and we are back with album number 24. We continue with what we had before, the Philippines. Some more commemoratives from the Philippines. As I mentioned before, these are, for me, in my opinion, just random overprints. Let me just adjust here the camera a bit. They even have stuff like shell. Not really a fan of these, but these are very cheap, I think, €1 each. And then like you said, this is the last edition. From there we go into a country where I do have a significant amount of banknotes, also some earlier ones, Poland. These are from 1917. Unfortunately, the best values are not uncirculated. And then we go into also earlier to 20th century with this huge banknotes. And then here we go into closer to the Second World War. Some are actually very beautiful. Others are so-and-so, and they seem to have been made in a rush. And here we are already after the Second World War, going into communism. Here's some specimens. The newest series, there's 2 series of those, and some commemorative, the latest 500. And also here some military one. And before we go into Portugal, and this is important, the rest of Poland is actually here. There's a few books official from Poland. This one has this series that was never issued with the houses. This is a series from I think 1994, but they decided not to go with this one and reevaluate the banknote, I think. And then there's this one, which they also issued with all the banknotes from 76 to 94, which include then most of the values that you can get for a year or so, but also includes then the other larger banknotes that were hard and expensive to find. They got a bit cheaper with this book, but they're still difficult to find, so I get them all here. This book was actually quite, at the time, for me, it was very cheap for the quality of the banknotes and what it had, but I think nowadays you cannot get this for less than a good hundreds of euros. Besides that, and since we are still in Poland, and I'm not gonna take them out because I'm a bit, at the moment. These are all the commemorative stuff from Poland, so I'm not gonna take them out of the cases for now, maybe in a later video, but I do have most of the stuff from Poland, the commemorative ones, John II, including the latest stuff, and he's also from Romania, the new commemorative stuff from Romania. I also have this one, and this will also be in this album. So just as an example, this one, it's in an envelope. This is this 100 here, or that one, which is the copy of a older banknote from, or the not the copy, but well, basically the reprint, but in polymer, of an older banknote from Poland, no, from Romania. Oh no, this is the royal marriage. Yeah, 100 years from the royal marriage. Yeah, so that's stuff that I have, which is also here in these folders. I normally try to buy all this stuff already in these folders. And let's just continue, and I'll show you the other graded ones afterwards. So then we go into Portugal. These are the older, some of these this is from the 18th century still. These are, yeah, they are banknotes, but it's basically a promise to pay from the kingdom of Portugal. So yeah, these are, you can only get them in extremely shitty condition, so good to find basically. Then we go into some earlier low value banknotes, and then we go into bigger stuff. For me, this being my country, Portugal has some of the most beautiful banknotes ever. Fortunately, the earlier ones are damn expensive, but even some mid ones are nice with a lot of intricate designs, like this one here. And yeah, and even this, I love this banknote here. And here we are already going into the 70s. I remember using these when I was a kid. And my father paying for this one with this banknote here. And this would be basically a dinner for 4. Nowadays it pays for 1. It's around 25 euros. So 5,000 escudos. And this was a lot of money. 10,000 escudos. And then, of course, you get this one, which it's basically part of the last series of Portugal. But it does have a different feel. And I need to get a new one because this one is not in proper condition. And this was really the last series of Portugal, about discoveries. Yeah, so recently I only got this one from Marquês de Pombal. Again, these are very expensive and hard to find in any condition at all without paying a small fortune. From there we go into Portuguese Guinea. Only have 2 banknotes from those, the cheaper ones. And then we go into Qatar, where of course the first series, which I think I don't have any banknote, is the most expensive one. And then when you go into the earlier stuff, you're basically paying fair market value. From there we go into Rhodesia, and we'll finish this album with Romania. You've seen some of them. Again, Romania was also, here's another one from Rhodesia. Somehow in the middle of Romania I was missing, probably it was missing album or pages. Not the most beautiful ones, the Romanian banknotes, especially the earlier stuff. It doesn't get better here in the first communist series, or any communist series at all. Even this one's, I mean, designs are bland, weird. They do get better in this ones, yeah. And the earlier banknotes or the newest series are nice. Here probably the most valuable early banknote, or from the latest series banknote, the 1 million lei before revaluation. And this is the new series, basically the one that is still being used. It's already a commemorative one. Some occupational Romania, and then we finalized with just 3 pages of Russia. Earlier Russia in good condition, to be honest. These ones, they're not hard to find, it's just hard to find in good condition. So I paid 6 euros for this one, and for a good condition. Good. Besides that, so Portugal 180. Remember paying with this one. Then we have the new tenor from Qatar. No space in the album yet. Pick 15 Qatar, and yeah, pick 2. So this one probably the most expensive Qatar that I have. Pick number 2. Then also 10 Rials, the second to last series from Qatar. From the new series, the 50 Rials. And finally, this is relatively new, Romania, PIC 19 in PMG 63, so in very good condition for such an old banknote. That's about it. Thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.